What is stem cell treatment? What's it for? And is it applicable for sports injuries? Today, I'll undergo it on my knee, and you can watch the whole process and find out more about it. You can also find out where you can get the high quality treatment at the most affordable price. Stay tuned. Hi, my name is Mark Leitner from MMAcoach.net, and today I'll undergo a stem cell treatment for my knee. I recently had my third surgery on my right knee, and given that I have arthrosis and cartilage damage resulting from many years of abuse, and that it's giving me trouble in training, this treatment is long overdue. In this video, I'll show you everything associated with this procedure. Right now, we're in front of the STEM Medical Clinic in my hometown of Belgrade, Serbia, where Dr. Marko Majstorovic will perform this procedure on me. We will go in right now and talk to him, and you will see both the stem cell extraction from my fat cells and the injection of stem cells into my knee. What is stem cell therapy and how safe is it?
Stem cell therapy is a therapy that uses stem cells, your own body stem cells, for regenerative medicine. So actually for regenerating certain tissues that need regeneration. It is very safe. It uses your own, as I said, your own cells, which are taken from your fat. And that way you have no allergic reaction. We do it in sterile conditions, so there is no chance for infection.
What conditions can be treated with stem cells and how effective is it? Can you give us examples?
Stem cell therapy is a rather new kind of therapy, so all the illnesses that can be treated with and the conditions that can be treated with the stem cells are expanding. But what is certain now is that most orthopedic problems can be solved using stem cells. So it is like gonarthrosis, coxarthrosis, some major fractures that are very difficult to heal. Those are the things that are mostly treated with stem cells.
What about sports injuries?
Certainly sport injuries are a part of illnesses, actually conditions that can be treated, because as sports people know, it is very easy to damage your knee or damage your hip or ankle or shoulder, and cartilage in these joints cannot be regenerated by the body itself. Rather, it needs help. So what we do is we infiltrate stem cells into joints, and the stem cells actually regenerate cartilage, and you solve your painful knee or your painful shoulder or stuff like that.
What does STEM Medical Clinic specialize in?
We actually specialize in orthopedic conditions such as gonarthrosis, coxarthrosis, injuries regarding shoulder, knee, hip, ankle, any joint. So these are things that we do right now.
Can you walk us through the procedure using my example?
Okay, so I will refer to you as a patient. So when patient comes to our clinic, first he has informative conversation with our anesthesiologist. Afterwards, we need to take some blood for washing the stem cells later on. Afterwards, we have the usual prep for surgery. Afterwards, there is anesthesia for the patient. It is usually some mild sedatives that allows you to sleep without you breathe on your own. You can be woken up, but you don't feel any pain.
I'm about to get sedated, and I'm waiting for the sedation to take place. Still nothing. Sami se mata.
Odmah ne upići. Ćao.
Then we do liposuction, which is done in periumbilical region. Afterwards, we close.
Which means the stomach, right?
Yes, it's near the umbilicus, so it is the stomach. Afterwards, we actually abdomen. So afterwards, we wake up the patient. Actually, the patient wakes up by himself, and the patient is allowed to go home for about 5 to 6 hours. And for that time, we prepare stem cells for the patient.
Okay, I'll just sit down for a bit. And Milan will put a girdle on me, around my stomach, so it helps with the swelling, and so I don't get a hematoma on my belly from which they took fat cells. Didn't feel a thing. I just feel right now. I just feel they took two holes in my stomach from where they took out fat cells. Now I feel just a tiny little bit of pain, a little bit of dizziness in my head, but generally I feel fine. And in about 5 hours, which is what takes them, that's long. This is how long it takes for them to create stem cells from my fat cells in my blood. And in about 5 hours, I'll be back. So they will ingest, they will put stem cells in my knee. They will inject stem cells in my knee. And I'll show you this process as well.
Afterwards, the patient is called upon. He comes back to the clinic and gets his stem cells, which are prepared for him, into the region that we need to treat. We expect that stem cells which you got from your own fat will regenerate the cartilage that you have, what you have damaged through your sports.
So, both the cartilage and the meniscus, right? Will the meniscus also be regenerated?
It depends. The meniscus cannot grow on itself, like you don't have a meniscus, but you grow another one back. But depending on the damage that you have and the place of the damage that you have, it can help heal. If the healing of the meniscus is possible, since meniscus cannot be healed on every spot. Some parts of meniscus can heal, others cannot. That depends on blood vessels that come through.
How much does this treatment cost here in Belgrade, Serbia? And what's the usual price for it in the Western world?
Treatment in Serbia is much cheaper than anywhere else, I believe. We keep this price, which is 2,500 euros.
The price for the knee joint is 2,500 euros. But the price will vary depending on the joint where the stem cells are being administered, meaning how difficult it is to get to that joint with a needle.
We are trying to push this procedure through. People in Serbia still don't know about it, so we are doing it rather cheap, so we can push it through to the people who need it. Price for this kind of surgery in anywhere in the Western world is several tens of thousands of euros or dollars. So it's like 25,000 euros and dollars, and people who actually try to ask around for it, they know that the price is much higher.
How can people get in touch with you if they're interested in coming here and doing this treatment?
People can reach us through our site, which is written underneath, and they can also reach me directly through my cell phone, which is also written underneath, through Viber or WhatsApp or any kind of communication app.
Thank you very much for the interview.
Thank you for coming.
Okay, I've just finished the procedure and it wasn't too bad. It didn't hurt that much, only a slight inconvenience. And I already did this yesterday. Milan, the guy that injected the stem cells into my knee, extracted some of my swelling in the knee because I had some residue of it after the surgery, and he had to take something out because it would make the stem cell injection easier, so he did. And so it's not the first time I had a needle in my knee. So it went well. I'm happy that everything is over. There are two machines used in this process. One separates the stem cells from fat, and the other one counts the total number of stem cells harvested as well as the number of active ones. The patient receives the report printed out. The doctor told me that he couldn't extract too much fat from me since I didn't have a lot of it. That came as a surprise because even though I'm not fat, I don't exactly have washboard abs. They were able to take 23 cubic centimeters and from it make 7.12 million stem cells. That is an okay amount, but if I was fatter, they could have made more. The least amount of stem cells needed for this treatment to work is 1 million, and if they cannot harvest that much, they will not charge you anything. And the consultation is also free, so you can send them an email, call them, or maybe send them your diagnostics like MRIs or X-rays. This was how the stem cell treatment looks like and what it can do for you. I will have to wait for a couple of months to see the results and I will inform you about it. If you want to get this treatment at an affordable price, far lower than in other parts of the world, click on the link below, contact the doctor and mention that you saw the video on MMA Coach. If you like this video, like it and share it, and you can also subscribe to my channel. And if you'd like a more in-depth MMA training, check out my instructionals. My name is Mark Leichner from MMAcoach.net, and I will see you again very soon.